A mom in Ohio taps a video of her sister in Manila. Her thumb has not even lifted off the glass yet. But that tap is already gone. It has sprinted down a wire under her street. It has jumped onto a beam of light. It has dove into a glass cable lying on the floor of the Pacific Ocean. By the time her finger leaves the screen, the first frame of her sister is already racing back toward Ohio. She sees none of it. Nobody ever does. So today we are going to follow that one single tap, step by step, all the way around the planet and back, and you will never look at your phone the same way again. We say the internet, like it is a cloud floating somewhere in the sky. It is not. It is dirt, glass, salt water, and steel. That video of her sister lives on a real hard drive, in a real building, thousands of miles away. It is not floating anywhere. For it to reach Ohio, a physical signal has to leave her house and cross an entire ocean. It has to survive storms, failures, and traffic. And here's the crazy part. It has to find one exact machine out of billions of machines on Earth. Then it has to do the whole trip faster than you can blink your eyes. If any link in that chain drops the signal, the video freezes. If any router points the wrong way, the video never loads. The whole thing should be impossible. And yet it works billions of times a day without you feeling a thing. So how does it actually work? Here is the one idea that runs the entire show. The internet is not a magic wire connecting two phones directly. It is a relay race. Think of a runner passing a baton. Your tap becomes a tiny labeled envelope. That envelope gets handed from machine to machine to machine. Each machine has only one job. Move the envelope one step closer to its destination. That is all. No single machine knows the whole route across the world. Not one of them has the full map. Each one just reads the address on the envelope and passes it to the next runner. Millions of these little handoffs, chained together, is the internet. Once you see it as a relay race, everything else clicks into place. So let's run the race, one baton pass at a time. 1. The tap becomes a request, but the phone hits a problem right away because it does not actually know where the video lives in the physical world. So it does what you would do without an address. It looks it up in a phone book. It sends the human name, like the app server name, to something called a DNS resolver. The resolver is the internet's phone book. It answers back with a numeric street address called an IP address, something like 142.250.72.14. Now the phone knows the exact machine to aim at. 2. The phone wraps the request in that labeled envelope, which engineers call a packet. The packet is stamped with two things, where it came from and where it is going, just like a real letter. Then the phone hands that packet to the nearest router sitting in the neighborhood. 3. Now watch what the router does, because this is the whole secret. The router does not send the video. The router does not even know what a video is. It just reads the destination address and forwards the packet to a bigger router. That bigger router forwards it to an even bigger one. Hop by hop, the packet climbs up the chain, moving toward the edge of the country and toward the ocean. Each hop takes a fraction of a millisecond. 4. Then the signal reaches the coast, and here is where it gets wild. The packet turns into pulses of light. It dives into a submarine fiber optic cable. That is a real cable, a thread of glass barely thicker than a garden hose, lying on the actual floor of the Pacific Ocean, in the dark, next to fish. There are hundreds of these cables crisscrossing the seafloor, and they carry almost all of the world's internet traffic. The light races through that glass at nearly 2/3 the speed of light. 5. On the far shore, in the Philippines, the light turns back into electricity. Local routers grab the packet and carry it the last few miles, through city cables, into the exact data center that holds the sister's video. The baton has arrived. 6. Now the server sends the video back, but it does not send it as one giant block. It slices the video into thousands of small numbered packets, like tearing a letter into numbered pieces, and it fires them all back across the same ocean. And here is the clever safety net. If even one packet gets lost at sea, the phone notices a number is missing. It does not restart the whole video. It just asks for that one missing piece again. This is the job of a system called TCP, and it is why your video survives a messy, lossy network. 7. The phone catches all the packets as they arrive, even if they show up out of order. It sorts them back into sequence by their numbers. Then it paints the very first frame of the sister onto the glass. And all of this, the lookup, the ocean crossing, the return trip, finishes before the mom's thumb has fully lifted off the screen. Let's put a real number on just how fast this is, because the number is genuinely hard to believe. A human blink takes about 300 milliseconds. That is 3/10 of 1 second. A well-connected request can leave your phone, cross several countries, touch a server on another continent, and bring back the first data in around 200 milliseconds. Read that again. The signal reaches another continent and comes back in about the time it takes you to blink one time. The light is literally racing against your own eyelid. And this is not some rare lab record. This is normal Tuesday behavior. Google alone reports handling over 5 trillion searches every single year, which is more than 13 billion every single day. And every one of those runs this same relay race. Add every video, every message, every game, and this ocean-crossing light race is happening billions upon billions of times a day, silently, under the sea, while you sit on your couch. You never feel it. You never see it. But it never stops. The internet is not magic, and it is not a cloud in the sky. It is a physical relay race of light through glass under the ocean, and it finishes before you can blink. Subscribe to Tech with Joel to see the invisible machines behind everyday tech ripped wide open and explained in plain, wild, but true words. Now here is my question for you. When you send a message to the other side of the world, do you think it travels up to a satellite in space or down through cables on the ocean floor? Drop your guess in the comments, because most people pick the wrong one, and the answer surprises almost everybody. And in the next long form, we follow a single text message from your thumb to your friend's lock screen, and we find out why it sometimes shows up seconds after you swore you already sent it. Subscribe to Tech with Joel.